Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. So the Buffaloes offense starts with less than ideal field position thanks to that return. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and his whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That one moves the ball to the 16. And the Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. He hands it off from the gun. And he will be stuffed for no gain. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buffaloes with 1st and 10 here.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37. And the Buffaloes pick up enough for a 1st down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the back gets the football. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the Buffaloes looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Buffs. Strong game by this quarterback. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Tigers. He just sprints into the end zone. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
So Auburn's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker, a collision of big bodies there. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes keep the football on the move.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They'll try the option play here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He hands it to the back. Got space, looking to score. They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st and goal, handoff. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now. The 10th play of this drive is a 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Running past the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the line.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football. Touchdown, Auburn. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets them a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Ball handed to the running back. In the clear at the 25. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39. The Buffaloes looking to run some tempo here.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the running back. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Buffaloes have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
BHC is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Colorado. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. But a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. It takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big time.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this deep to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they hand it off to the back. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll run it here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Big, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Powering right past the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you
just runs through a man, a mismatch.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense cannot be stopped. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the returner is brought down. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game status before we move on. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. This time, a completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On third down, it's a handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the...
Got a lane. Can he get in? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Pass midfield. Inside the 40. At the 30 now. Past the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They go with a direct snap. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot in the field.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw again. And this one is caught.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. They'll hand it off. And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. This one falls incomplete, but it looked like the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
So 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made after a big gain. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffs.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover an onside kick. You never know.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. The special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12.